Hey there, you looking kinda cute. Please consider subscribing and check out our Patreon for more. Enjoy the video. I'm 25 years old and have been interested in cross-dressing since I was young. When I had the chance, I would put on an A dress and dance around the house. This is hard to do when you still live at home, so it only happened when my parents were out of town, but I thought it was pretty cool. Whenever I was home alone for more than an hour, I would go borrow whatever I could from the hamper, closet, or wherever. I never got to wear my own girl clothes, but that's okay because all of my mother's clothes fit me. Since my parents rarely leave the house for anything other than work, you might think I was excited when they told me they were going on a week-long trip together and leaving me at home. Any other kid my age would have thought right away, "Party!" But I wasn't going to do that. They were on the road a month later, and I was putting the plan into action. I was lucky that this all happened in the summer and that my job was flexible enough that I could take the same week off, so that no one would bother me. They left on Sunday, so I had the whole week to myself until Saturday morning. Around 1 p.m. on Sunday, they got on the road and were on their way to Canada for nightlife, casinos, waterfalls, or anything else. They work hard and don't have much fun, so they deserved it. But when I heard the front door close and that car drive away, I knew it was time to get going. I locked all of the house's doors and shut all of the blinds, shades, windows, and everything else. The whole place was locked down. Then I made the decision to start my change. I went into the bathroom, turned on the tub, and got a razor. Yes, I was going there, a point from which there was no turning back. At least for a while, but I thought I had enough time to grow back. Then I shaved my legs. Holy cow, that was an adventure. I, too, was very careful about everything. I made sure not to miss any spots, and to my surprise, I did pretty well with hardly any nicks. At that point, I began to wonder, I've come this far, so why should I stop now? Then my face came. Now, I'm not the most manly guy, but I did get stubble when I was a teenager, and I had to take care of it. Not a big deal. I just cut off my goatee and sideburns, and we were good to go. I had never in my life felt so smooth all over. Next, I sat down at my mom's vanity and looked at my face for a long time. My eyebrows were bothering me. I didn't want to make a big change because I wanted to be able to hide everything and make sure no one ever found out about my adventures, but I was interested in brow shaping. I got a pair of tweezers and got to work. Very slight cuts and shaping, and I had something I really liked. It made my eyes look sassy, but not so much that I couldn't pass it off or that it wouldn't go back to normal soon. Right on. I was really scared to do it, but I was so pumped up on adrenaline at the time that I didn't care. Well, I knew I was going to have to go through all this, so I let my nails grow out for a long time to make sure I was ready for everything. At this point, they were probably about a 1/4 inch longer than my fingers. It's nothing big, but it makes me happy. Then I went and got a bottle of my mom's nail polish, which was a very pretty deep red burgundy color. After putting 2 coats of polish on each finger and toe, my hands and feet looked great. Since I started, my heart hasn't stopped beating fast, and it doesn't look like it will anytime soon. I thought I should finish my face next, so I went to the vanity. Lucky for me, my mom had enough makeup that when she went on vacation, there was still enough for me to use. I started with building a base. I put some on my fingers and put little dots all over my face. Then I used my hands to spread and blend them into my skin, making sure I didn't miss any small spots. There, all done. My skin was clear and fresh. Next, I thought a little bronzer would match my skin tone a little better. Just a little bit to make me look healthy. A little blush on the apples of the cheeks and near the eyes to make the face stand out. Oh, this looked really good. Some dark red lip liner just around the edges of my lips to make them look bigger and more defined. Then I put on a lot of bright pink high-gloss lip color, which was probably too much, but I didn't care. My lips were now beautiful. The eyes were the hardest part. I wanted the deep, smoky eyes that movie stars had, but I had never gone to this much trouble before. When I was a little boy and no one was around, I did play in the makeup mirror, but this was a whole new experience. I thought the best place to start would be with the eyeliner. I took the little black pencil and started lightly drawing around the edges. I was afraid I would cut myself, but I kept going. Soon, I got brave and went all out. The edges got darker and darker, and I colored as close as I could to my eyeball. The end, that's all. Perfect and great. I used a Q-tip to lightly blend and stretch the corners, and then voila, I had big, pretty eyes. Next, I put some purple/maroon-colored eyeshadow on. I lightly dabbed it on the eyelids and then spread it out with a tissue. I'm getting so excited right now that I look delicious. Last of all, mascara. I wished I had some fake lashes on hand because I wanted those big, feminine butterfly lashes. But I decided that a lot of mascara would work just as well. My eyelashes were long and curved sharply upward. I didn't even know what my own eyes and face looked like anymore. I was a very pretty girl. Wow, this was crazy, dude. I couldn't stop myself because I knew what I had to do next. Shape my body. The idea of shaping myself like clay into the shape I was meant to be, the shape that makes men look and girls jealous, is so exciting to me. I figured my waist and hips were in order. And it worked out. My mom had one of those waist-cinching/back-supporting/shoulder padding things with a few extra shoulder pads. I had no choice but to put it on. When I pulled it as tight as I could, I almost couldn't breathe. The clasps, laces, and Velcro were so tight, but I had a flat stomach, a 29-inch waist, and hips that flared out. After the pads were put in the right places, I had round hips. This was going really well. Next, I decided to take a break and do something with my hair. I used a towel and a comb to wet it down a lot. Luckily, I have shoulder-length light brown hair, so this would be easier than a wig. I then took a straightener and started to heat it up. When it was done, I went to it and gently ran it through my hair. The very tips are curled just a little bit, and then the bangs are brushed to the side. The style is simple, but it looks good on me. Still not done. I had to dress myself next. I walk up the stairs to my parents' room. I pull out a dress. It's a brown cotton dress with a cute striped pattern sewn into the torso. It fits my bust well, has a low-cut V-neck, is very stretchy, and hugs my hips. The skirt is loose and falls to my knees. Just too cute. I just put that on the bed. Then a pair of tan-colored heels, about 3 to 4 inches high, that weren't anything special, but still made me look feminine. A pair of nylons slide up my legs, which no longer have hair. I keep them in place with a black garter belt. Then the black lacy or silky pants that go with the bra are put on. They finally get where they're going. Oh God, they were such a good fit. I walk back to the bed, swaying my hips on purpose. Oh, that looks so good. I slip into the shoes. No, that's not quite right. I have to force myself into the shoes, even though they are too small for me. It hurts a little. Then I pull the dress down over my head and it stretches and molds to my body. Like a real girl, I flip my hair out from the neckline. I pull the dress into place and smooth out all the right spots. Thanks to all the shaping, it fits like a dream. Before, I would have never been able to put this on. The last thing I do is pull the short sleeves up and smooth out the skirt. I slowly walk to the mirror, my nylon-clad legs swishing around in the skirt. Ooh, the clicking of the heels. Oh my God, there I was. No, that couldn't be it. Is that a mirror? Oh my God, I'm a girl. I don't look like myself at all. I'm now a beautiful woman. It's like a dream come true. After about 2.5 hours of getting ready, I'm done. Now it's my week. I'm high right now. When I spin around, my legs look good. My hips stand out. My waist is small, and I look so feminine. All that I could want. I was so excited that I was shaking all over. I thought that I needed to find a way to relax. I went back downstairs to see if I could think of any good ideas. Too early to rummage through the liquor cabinet? I'm not hungry, so I can't take a nap. What is it? A pack of cigarettes that my mother smokes. I don't smoke, but I've pretty much taken on the rest of my mother's life, so why not? I take one out and put it to my lips. As soon as I do, I can smell it. I pick up the lighter and light the end of the cigarette while taking a long drag. As I walk by another mirror, I keep smoking and think, oh my God, I look like her now. I look like my mom. This is just too strange. Oh, what now? I should probably make dinner. I take a few minutes to make some Spanish rice. It should taste good. As I cook, I smoke another cigarette. I almost fell a few times when I was walking around in those heels, but I was fine. When you look down at a stove, it's strange, a beautiful body around me. Anyway, I'm done, and I sit down with a nice glass of wine to eat. But I can't eat much because this thing around my waist is so tight. But one glass of wine leads to two, which leads to more, and I lose track. To be honest, it's nice. Watch some TV and hang out. I'm just happy to be a woman in every way, you know? I guess I should go to bed since it's getting late. I decide to keep my makeup on, even though I'm tired and still a little tipsy. I take it off and throw it in the hamper. Take off your shoes, your tights, and your garter belt. I think I should keep the waist, hip, shaper on just to be realistic. I pulled my hair back into a cute ponytail and take off my bra. The straps left marks on my shoulders, which is cool. Wow, it's crazy how hard this is pulling on my chest. I find a very girly nightgown that is pink, sheer, and has flowers on it. This thing felt like colored air around my skin. As I pull the covers off my parents' bed, I keep noticing how I move and whatnot. Oh, those silk sheets feel so good on my legs, too. I relax and get comfortable. Slowly, sleep comes over me, and I'm almost completely happy. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out Patreon for a lot more content and early access to YouTube videos.